This is going to be a ChatGPT tutorial exclusively for beginners. So firstly, what's ChatGPT? You might have heard about a lot these days about ChatGPT. So what is it actually? So ChatGPT is simply just an AI assistant which you can like talk to in your plain natural language. Okay, you can like ask it questions, get explanations, write contents, solve problems, brainstorm ideas, and quite a lot of things that you can ask it to do. It's like an your assistant, it will do it for you. Okay, it's like a very smart helper that will respond instantly for your questions. Okay, so with ChatGPT you can do like you can get it help you with like writing, for example, like emails, essays, stories, resumes, a lot more. And it can help you with learning, like if you want to study maths, history, coding, languages, and all those things, you can use that. And you can use it to brainstorm ideas, content ideas, business ideas, those things. Or if you have any problems, you can ask it to solve it, like problem solving, like step by step explanations and those things. And also it can also help you with like studying and for exam preparations for any questions, and also like help you with summaries and translations. There's quite a lot that it can do for you. We'll briefly get into these ones very soon. Okay, so how do you access ChatGPT? It's very easy. If you Google ChatGPT, you will go to the official website, which is chatgpt.com. So this is the official website. Okay, so once you're on the official website, I will suggest you to log in to an account. So if you don't have an account, you can simply click on sign up for free. Okay, you just need to as long as you have a Google account, you can just use it to sign up. So it's pretty easy and straightforward, and you have the free plans with ChatGPT, which you don't require to make any payments, so you can simply do that. So I'm going to just log into mine. So as I said, you can use your Google, Apple, Microsoft, or any accounts to log in. So you have quite a lot of options, so just do that. So once you log in, you'll get to this screen here. So as you can see, I just logged into my account here. Okay, so now you will see, you will end up with the interface something like this. And this is like a type bar here, so where you can type anything. As it says ask anything, you can just type anything, anything, and then you'll give your answers for that, which I'll show you shortly. Okay, and that one. And apart from that, on your left hand side here, you have these features where you can start a new chat. So if you have already asked something and if you want to like a brand new page, you can click on this. And then here is your previous chats that you can search. So as you can see here, under your chats here, so the main advantage of logging in is that ChatGPT saves your chats, so you can always log back into your previous chats that you did, like a few days ago or some time back. So as you can see on your left side here, these are my previous chats or previous questions that I've asked ChatGPT. I can simply click each one of these to refer back to that. So it remembers stuff. So that's the reason why you need to log in as well, because if you log in only, you will be able to access your chats and chat history. Okay, and your bottom side, this is your account details. So if you click on it, it will take you to your accounts where you have your account settings, and if you want to upgrade it to a paid plan, you can do that, and all those things here. That's fine. And then here on your right side here, so you will see like you can do group chat. That's on your top right there, you have group chat and all those things. And then here, now we come to the main part here. So this is where you ask questions. Main interface here is this bar here. So this is where you type. Okay, what you type is actually called a prompt. So you give prompt, then it will do the job for you. Okay, so for example, let me start with this very easy one. So for example, just say explain. Let's say I'm going to type a prompt. I want to know something about photosynthesis. Okay, so I'm just typing that. So just type that in. Okay, and then if you click on this enter button here, this will now give you answer for it. See, I said just explain photosynthesis. Now it's explaining and giving me answers. See, as you can see, you've got answers for your question. Okay, and then now what you can do, you can like copy these text. If you want to like paste it somewhere, you can just copy this. This is just if you think it's a good response, you can respond to the model, say it's a good response. Or if you don't like it, you can say bad. And then here you can share this. If you want to share it with someone else, if you're logged in, you can share it. Okay, and if you don't like this response, you want something better, you can always refresh it. So if you click on refresh, it will refresh it, it will try again and refresh it. And these are the more actions if you want to do more. So but we'll get into that later. Okay, it's not for beginners, not necessary for beginners. Okay, so this is the basic things. Or if you want to try again, I'll give you another one. So for example, you want to do something personal. For example, write a birthday message for my friend. Okay, So let me just type that. Okay, so write a birthday message for my friend. Okay, and you just type that, and it's going to give you, see, a variety of responses here. So as you can see, variety of response here. So as you can see now here, I gave a prompt general, so I didn't mention anything about my friend. All I need is just a birthday message for my friend. It's given me this, but this prompt you can customize it. Okay, you can make it more specific, more relevant to you. For example, you can give your birthday, your friend's name, so it can include the name in the response. Okay, you can do that. Or if you want something like, more personalized, it's asking you whether you want something like more funny or something more emotional wish. Okay, so if you tell them more, so that if you provide a more better or detailed prompt, it will give you a more detailed or prompt answer for you. So you can try that. Okay, and another thing, this ChatGPT, it remembers your previous chat. So if you are like, talking about, if you have asked about a birthday message, you can always, ask relevant question, follow-up question next to that message, because you don't have to like enter the whole chat again, because ChatGPT remembers the whatever you have whatever you have response you have chat with them, they remember it. So you can simply ask this. Okay, let's say, see, I want something funny. In this case, I want something funny. You're not mentioning what's the context is. You don't have to mention I want something, a funny birthday wish and all those things, because ChatGPT knows that you're talking about birthday wish, so you don't need to mention that. You just say I want something funny. So the ChatGPT understands that you're talking about the birthday message, because that's the previous context, so it remembers stuff. And here, as you can see, it gives a funny birthday message. Okay, and you have many options here which you can choose from. So in that way, similarly you can use it to like get various things done through use through these ChatGPT prompt here. So the whatever prompt it gives, it will give you answers for that. So for example, another one, if you want to see like, explain, let's say I want to say explain gravity in simple words. So like I want something to do like in simple, so I don't want like complicated stuff. I want explain gravity. If you say explain gravity, it's going to be a more general answer. But if you want more specific, you say explain gravity in simple words, so which means you want the answer only in simpler words. So you can customize the responses. Okay, so based on the prompt, the better answer you will get. Okay, apart from this, what you can also do is you have these dictate option here, so which you can speak to. So apart from chatting, you can also speak to ChatGPT through vocal. So you can give them like voice prompts, and they will give you answers for that too. So that's the voice prompt here. Okay, you can use the voice mode here. So if you use the voice mode, and instead of typing, you can also give like talk to the ChatGPT, and it will recognize whatever you say, and it'll give you answers based on that. And you have another plus option here. This is where you can add files. So if you want to add a photo and ask something about a photo, you can click on this add photo. Okay, and then you can just say what's this photo or something like that. Anything to do with the photo, you can do that too. So that's this option here where you can add photos and files. Another one, what you can do is, if you want to like create an image, so apart from like giving text answers, it can also create images. If you click on create image, you can give description of an image, and ChatGPT will create that for you. So you can use this create image. Or if you want something to do with like more thinking or deep research on something, so you can simply click on these options here. So if you want something on a deep research, so click on deep research, and then give the prompt on what is it about, and it will do the job for you. Or if you want a shopping research, so here you are dealing with looking for shopping, and you want to do a research on that, on shopping research, so click on it and give them what you're after, and it will do the job for you. So likewise, there's quite a lot of things that you can do with this. Or if you want to do a web search like how you do on a Google, you can go to more and select web search. So this will now, instead of using ChatGPT, will use the web search results to give you the answers. Okay, so whatever they are from the webs, like from Google or anything like that. Okay, so these are the ways how can you use it. So you have many options here which you can use it, and a lot of features here which you can use it to get your answers. Okay, and just before we close this video, so there's a couple of things that I would like to mention here. So in regarding to the prompts and results, so if you want like a better results, try to give better prompts, like be clear and specific with your prompts, and also ask follow-up questions and say what level you want, whether a beginner, advanced, or simpler. In this case, like a beginner level will be fine. Okay, so you can always say, like, be specific and more personalized in your questions, so in that way you will get a more relevant and customized answer for your question. Okay. And apart from that, how normally beginners use ChatGPT. As a beginner, you can simply, if you're a student, you can simply use ChatGPT for your homework helps or explanation, something that you like to learn. Or if you're like a creator, you can use this to create contents, scripts, and all those things. So if you're a professional, you can, like, you use this to write emails, reports, ideas, and all those things. So if you're just a beginner, nothing, you can simply use this to learn anything faster. So anything you want to learn, just type that in, it'll give you the answer, so it'll help you to learn. And basically that's wraps up this video. Hope this information was helpful.